Hi there. So a quick note on reports. Usually when I talk about written reports in a business class, students automatically think of these incredibly long, incredibly boring white papers that are really a struggle both to write and read, just because they're so dull. So when I talk about a written report, yes, I do mean a paper that is free from the creative language and just fact-based, very straightforward, but don't think of this as a paper in which you have to strive to write as long as you possibly can. Instead, I'd rather you think about how to write your information in the most concise manner as possible. This is important because the more concise your document is, the more adapted it is to your audience, because the shorter it is, the more likely they will be to read it all. When I say reports, I mean a document that contains two things. First thing is data, and the second thing is an adapted formatting to your audience. So when I think about reports, there are lots of different report types. They're going to vary by content, by length, by style, by the information included. Something as simple as a recording of minutes, a reporting of minutes from a business meeting is an official business report because it includes the data, documenting what happened during the meeting, and it's also adapted for skimmability to the audience. So good reports, no matter what type of report they are very concisely written, they are formatted for skimmability, and they're well organized. Those are the things you need to focus on. Beyond that, for your actual SWOT analysis in the class, what you need to worry about is writing as though your reader has no clue whatsoever what you're talking about. Imagine they have no background on your organization, they have no background in communication, they have no background in data literacy. So you need to write at a very low level to make sure that no matter who picked up your paper, they could get something from it. Again, be as concise as possible. You want to make sure that you get your points across very clearly and you explain yourself completely, but don't write fluff. Okay? Also, format your document for skimmability. In your executive summary, people are going to identify whether or not they need to read the rest of your paper or whether or not they just need to read a section of that paper. You want to format your document such that they can immediately look down the list and see very clearly where they need to go and where that section ends if it's just one section they're interested in. So help your audience out. It's all audience centric. And also, if you have complicated data to portray, you might want to include an infographic, something where they can visually see a representation of the data that takes a lot less time to process than a long explanation of it. And finally, remember that for your SWOT, there's no right or wrong answer. I'm not going to disagree with you on what is a strength, what is a weakness, an opportunity, or a threat. All I want to see is that you back up all of your opinions with data, which is information that you pulled directly from how your organization currently communicates. I'm here for you. Let me know what questions you have.